Hi everyone. So bare knuckle, the bare knuckle event last night. This was my first ever bare knuckle event, and to be honest, it was a lot of fun. If you're just looking for something to turn your mind off, but I wouldn't say I would watch every single event, but if there's a big fight on, I would definitely check it out because it was definitely enjoyable. But I wouldn't say it's the most engaging level of fighting. Like obviously, what am I trying to say? It's enjoyable, but if you're looking for world class level fighting, this is not it. This is not it. Unfortunately, in my opinion. I mean, as I said, is it enjoyable if you're watching it with friends? Yes, but would I say the most? i- i- Would I say the most technical level of fighting? Obviously not. And that, and just to be clear, I don't mean that as a slight to anybody that got inside the ring. I I I just didn't really find it that enjoyable, to be honest. Uh, uh, Obviously, there was a lot of finishes, but, so, but half of them came in the first couple of seconds. People are probably saying, "What is wrong with you, Anthony?" That sounds very enjoyable, but I I just expected a couple more back and forths. Like, if you know what I mean, like, I expected non-stop war, non-stop trading, and a lot of these fights ended in the first minute or two. Maybe that's just my fault, because what do I expect with bare knuckle? But I just, did, I just didn't find it that engaging. The best fight of the night was Eddie Alvarez versus J- Chad Mendes. That that the only fight where I really got what I expected from bare knuckle. But maybe that, as I said, maybe that's my fault to not to knock down either side, and it was just a really good Magnum. It was just a really good fight, and I wouldn't have minded. I would not have minded it if it went to a sixth round. That's the rule that I do like. If it's a draw after the 5 round, six. They go to a sixth round. If it's a draw after 5 rounds, only for the main event fights. But but still, and as I said, as I said, this fight was the only fight where I really got what I expected from Ben Knuckle, if I'm being honest. And after the fight, Chad Mendes retired. So thank you, Chad Mendes, for all you've done for the sport. Obviously, it's time in the UFC and everything like that. So there you go. And then we had Mike Perry versus Luke Rockhold. Basically, in the second round, Luke Rockhold, I believe he quit, if I'm not mistaken, because I don't remember them saying that he was injured. He certainly did not look injured. It looked like to me he just didn't want anymore. So yeah, Luke Rockhold, I would just retire at this point, to be honest. Because in every single fight I've seen in it, I've seen him in the last couple of years. He looked completely disinterested. Even his last fight in the UFC, he looked like he was out of it by the second round. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Half of the half of these fighters I never heard of before, but but as I said, to be honest, for for me it was just like, okay, this is enjoyable, but I just wanted a bit more. Maybe that's my fault. And at the end of the night, they had a face off between Mike Perry and Conor McGregor. As we've all seen, Conor McGregor is not going to do bare knuckle, not at the moment anyway. Because obviously he's still got a fight with the UFC. And, and I don't think this will be a case of, and I don't think Dana would let him go and do that. Because I know people are going to say, oh, why wouldn't he? Because it will be a good, it would be a good publicity stunt. But let's be honest, this is not 2017 Ghana. So and it might carry really that big of a star to make it worth Dana White's and the UFC's time. I doubt it. We could see Cowboy versus Mike Perry. I could easily see that if McGregor leaves the UFC. Obviously, I definitely think he would do it. And to be honest, I think he would do really well. I think he would do really well there. Uh, but going back to Cowboy Cerrone, I don't think he would do very well, to be honest. Because he was getting pretty messed up by MMA gloves. So imagine what it would be like in bare knuckle. Obviously, he got a heart of a warrior, but obviously he's taken a lot of damage throughout his career. So I don't know, maybe he would do alright. So, so the, so the here's a, here's a question. Do you think Dana White and the UFC would allow Conor McGregor to go and do that fight? Because I don't think they would. To be honest, I don't think they would see the return of it. That would make it worth it. Because obviously, Mike 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 Perry's no Conor McGregor, is he? Yeah, I'm not. I'm not surprised, mate. I would have. I was a bit disappointed by that. I was a bit disappointed by that main event. If I'm being honest. So yeah, I understand being disappointed. Yeah, yeah, exactly, mate. Exactly, mate. It would make them no money. And let's be honest, the UFC would be promoting bare knuckle, and they wouldn't want to do that, would they? Obviously, I don't know, but I've heard that their fighters get paid more than the UFC fighters. So good for the fighters, I guess. And for people like Eddie Alvarez and for people like Jad Mendes, it's obviously a good retirement retirement plan, like from the UFC, a good retirement plan. So fair play. But the one thing I would say, if what I've heard true about the money, I can see more people going into bare knuckle. It doesn't didn't Paige Van Sant go into bare knuckle. That I, I, I seem to remember hearing that. I seem to remember hearing that, and at the time I was like, okay, that's a bit interesting because I don't know. I don't know enough about any of the other guys on the card. I don't know enough about any of the other fighters on the card to really add any 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 opinions. And I a lot of these fights, as I said, a lot of these fights ended like in the first two in the first round or two, so I didn't really get to see much of their stuff. So 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 good 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 luck on your final. Good luck on your finals, mate. So yeah, I don't know what else to say about it, to be honest. Like obviously the face off with McGregor got them a viral moment and all that stuff. But do I think McGregor already going to do bare knuckle? I think I think he would. I honestly think he would. But I don't think the UFC would allow him to go and do it, if I'm being honest. But say, but saying that, why would he do it? Because he's got plenty of money apparently. So unless he just wants to do it for the sake of it, then I can't see why he would do it. But you know what McGregor's like. But as I say, unless he leaves the UFC altogether, I don't think it would happen anyway. And to be honest, I think if McGregor did face Mike Perry, I think he would destroy Mike Perry. To be honest, I know Ben Knuckle is different, but I still think the way McGregor fights nowadays, I think it would work for him. To be honest, mate. Let me try you, mate. If you didn't see, I would definitely go and go and go and seek it out, because if you have not seen it before, it is quite entertaining. So I would definitely go and seek it out if you have not seen it before. But but as I said in the beginning, I wouldn't I wouldn't want I wouldn't watch every show. If there's like a big fight up, I would definitely check it out. So let me know what you thought, and I will speak to you later. Have a good day. I would. I. Hang on, hang on, hang on. I. 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 Oh yeah. Yeah. I remember. I remember that now. My. 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 Mike. Mike Perry nearly fell on his ass. getting in it, getting into the ring or the gun, whatever you want to call it. I, I don't really know. I don't really know, mate. To be honest, I'm not very good at judging, judge, judging things like that. To be honest, so, so, so let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Have a good night, and I will speak to you soon. And if you have not checked that, if you have not checked out my song versus Simone, or yeah, Simone video from earlier today, please go and check it out and let me know what you think. Uh, so so I will I will speak to you later, and yeah, and I hope I answered everybody's question in the live chat. So thank so thank you for the support, and I will speak to you later. Have a good day. Peace and good night.